Let's start with your reading, Pisces. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Make sure to check out the readings for all of your signs in order to get a better understanding of your overall situation. Now, let's look into the energies around you and the upcoming events for you. Okay. All right. The energy at the bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles followed by the Four of Cups. And with this general energy, we have someone who is holding on to some sort of pattern, doing something over and over again. Although it might not make them happy, it's all they know at the moment. And perhaps they think that that's all they can afford too. This is someone who's always on their phone, hoping for someone in particular to reach out, or honestly, for anyone to reach out at this point. If this is you, you might be going through ups and downs from extreme to extreme, talking to a lot of people online, and then instead getting off the apps all at once, feeling very confident and maybe even hopeful that something beautiful is coming your way, and then instead ending up losing faith, losing hope, deciding to tune the world out completely. I sense from these two cards that there is something missing, something that goes deeper than what we actually see, than what is shown on the surface. If this is you, you might not be very satisfied with your current situation, and you might surround yourself with quantity instead of quality. Sometimes when we fall into this sort of patterns, we don't even know that we have. But if we were to look deep within, we would find out that the current situation is really not making us happy, and that it's time to bring change. Now, this is definitely a symptom of something that, as we were saying, needs to change, and something that, as we will see, in fact, will soon change for the better, Pisces. In the middle of the reading, Three of Cups and Seven of Cups. Right here, we can see the core of the situation. Seven of Cups and Three of Cups both talk about having a lot of good times, a lot of instant validation perhaps, that never transforms and evolves into anything else. A lot of people interested, a lot of messages, but then nothing concrete, nothing to really be excited about, nothing to look forward to. It's almost like you were going from situation to situation, from person to person, physically and emotionally. And that's the problem. If you were to just have fun, there would be nothing wrong with this. But it feels to me, given the main energy, that you often let people in rather quickly. You might fall in love quickly, although if you were to really look into the situation, you might realize that that's not someone you're really attracted to. That's not real love. It's mostly proximity infatuation, which means that at the base of it all, in fact, there is a need of love. It means that you're ready to love, a need to find someone special. And if you start looking into what you're looking for without denying it or masking it for some reason, at least you would be able to change your approach and do things that would take you closer to your true goal, and not more distant every single time that you try to do anything at all into this situation. Now, what we see in your focus position is perhaps the cause of all of this situation. Right here, we have the Tower, which is definitely a very powerful force, something that usually you're not able to control, but that you have to be able to know how to handle at least. You cannot block it, you cannot really delay it, but you can handle it in a way that can be beneficial for you. With this card, we always talk about the explosion, right? Something falling apart, something being destroyed, but we never look into the after tower, which is the situation after this moment happens. At this point, we really don't care about why it happened. We need to understand what it's leaving behind. This tower falling apart, whether it was a situation, an environment, your feelings, or your just belief system that gets destroyed here, now that it has exploded, it's leaving a void behind. This is causing a underlying feeling of dissatisfaction, and it's really the cause of the current issues. A situation that maybe you never got closure on, and that right now has changed your belief system, in fact. Not believing in something anymore, not seeing yourself worthy, perhaps, not seeing a way to really find what you are looking for, Pisces. Overall, when you are trying to fill a void, you are just doing the best that you can in order to stay afloat. Someone who focuses on surviving instead of focusing on living. There are no doubts that this was hard, but at the same time, we have to look forward. We have to change what needs to change in order to find happiness again, Pisces. And happiness is on its way to you, as we will see soon. What's impacting you right now is your vision of what you want. And this very simply is all about finding someone who you can trust. Finding someone who will never put you through that tower moment ever again. Someone to spend time with, someone to be romantic with as well. Someone to feel that fire and that passion that for you is still very important, regardless of the disappointments coming from the past. Now, one thing is having the vision, and one another thing is to force that vision on situations and on people that are already very far away from what you want and from this vision that you have for yourself. You need to find a middle ground in between being open to something and pretending that the situation you're in is exactly what you were looking for. You have to do this for yourself, Pisces. Even if it's hard, trust me when I say that it's going to change everything. This approach, this different approach, it is going to change everything. You are a beautiful dreamer and perhaps even a hopeless romantic as well. And dreaming is absolutely fine, don't get me wrong, but eventually your dreams will need a plan. You'll soon see why I say this. The Hermit right here in your strength position is actually bringing you a very important message. With the Hermit, what's important to do is to put down that phone, silence all the noise, all the thoughts, and find yourself. Why? When you find yourself, you understand your worth. You understand how beautiful you are. You empower yourself and you find that confidence that it's going to change everything for you. Once you do this, the world around you can actually shape in correlation to who you are and who you're about to become, especially. It's time to start seeing all of these things, Pisces, that maybe you have been trying to hide or postpone. You cannot postpone this any longer. And not just because it's time to be happy overall, but also because what's coming towards you, it will require you to be standing on a solid ground, on a solid foundation. And overall, to know the truth. It will require you to know the truth. And the truth is that you are freaking amazing. Period. That's it. That's it, Pisces. It's that simple. You're amazing, and anyone will be absolutely lucky to be with you. That's all. So, supporting this message, in fact, the Ace of Cups. And obviously, what we see here is that a love offer is coming up. I don't know why, but something is very familiar about this energy, about this person, but I'm not sure why yet. This is almost like someone who is saying or going to think, where have you been all of my life? I've been here waiting for you, looking at you at a distance, maybe. If you are that hopeless romantic we were talking about, get ready for a lot of romance. An overall beautiful energy that promises to bring back into your life something that has been missing for a while now, Pisces, hasn't it? What I see so far with this card is intentions. And soon in the future, they will transform into real actions. But none of this is going to turn into a beautiful outcome if you're not ready to receive. That's why this is important. Coming up, in fact, we have the Two of Swords, and this worries me a little. This is someone who cannot make their mind up about this new situation. It could be you, but honestly, it could be the other person as well, not feeling that maybe you're up and ready for something more than just having fun. Perhaps someone who thinks that you are not into dating, and there is definitely confusion here because obviously you are ready to date. It's easy to understand why, in fact. Everything you went through, maybe you put a wall up, you have your guard up. But overall, what we're seeing here is a turning point, and clarity will be very much needed here. You might be confused on what to do. Should I trust this person or should I ignore them for now? Should I play games or should I be myself? After everything you've been through, I understand why the struggle here. But let's look into the other person's energy. Let's see who this person is and what their true feelings and intentions are at this moment in time. Let's try to find clarity about what's coming up in the future and if you should trust that at all, if you should trust this person, this new beginning at all. Let's see what's coming up for you in the near future and how it's going to evolve if you are to give it a chance. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Pisces, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning to confirm. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Pisces, and look at this, the Knight of Wands. This is really confirming to you that what's coming towards you, it's going to be fast. Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, this is the energy that it's bridging us in between the current situation and the future, what's coming up ahead for you. And honestly, you have a knight coming up who is wanting to treat you like the Queen of Wands. Regardless of your gender, the energy of the Queen of Wands is someone who is put on a pedestal, someone under the spotlight. And obviously, this person is not playing around. They definitely know what they want. And again, this person feels so familiar. I am not sure why, and we'll have to look into that. But for now, let's look into this Two of Swords. Let's see what's coming up for you and what that decision is going to be about. All right. I knew it. I knew that this person was not joking. And here we see why.